As you know, the total time for your reading paper 1 is 2 hours, and for section B, of course, you will have 1 hour. You can distribute your time for both sections, maybe 1 hour for section A and 1 hour for section B. Although there are so many questions in section A for implicit and explicit meaning of the text in reading comprehension questions, but in section B too, you have to read actually the text. You have to understand, so that's why it will take you more time actually to understand the text than the time that you will be in need of for solving, for answering the questions. So if we distribute equally, then for section B we have 1 hour, and then the section B, that is based on text B, that is based on what you understood from reading the text B. So when you read text B, you will have to summarize it. There are two questions in section B. One is to summarize for 20 marks. You will summarize the reading text, and the other 5 marks question is a short questions in which you will answer the question being asked. It will be based again on reading text B. So let's first read text B and then let's answer the questions based on this text. Let's first read text B and then answer question number 3. You will have to answer the questions on the question paper, but the reading text you will find in the insert with your paper. Text B, A Night Among the Trees. The writer of this review has just returned from a visit to the Tree Hotel in northern Sweden. Recently, I watched a documentary film called The Tree Lover, all about the link between trees and people. In the film, the director, Jonas Augustinson, says, Imagine relaxing here on summer evenings. He's sitting in a treehouse he has spent months building, looking out over a wide forest lit by the setting sun. And guess what? It turns out you don't have to just imagine it. Since the Tree Hotel in northern Sweden opened last month, you too can live out your childhood dream and holiday in a treehouse, surveying the landscape. I simply had to try it out. The well-hidden Tree Hotel is the creation of guesthouse owners Britta and Ken Lindwall, who were inspired by Augustson's film to create his back-to-nature retreat where guests can switch off and breathe more deeply. An area of forest behind their guesthouse had been sold for lodging, instead of waiting for the inevitable to happen in a country where forestry is such an important industry. They persuaded the forest's new owner to sell it to them. With help from various architect friends, they planned the innovative designs of the Tree Hotel, determined to demonstrate that the natural forest environment had below had value that the natural forest environment had value beyond supplying timber. On arrival, I was greeted by Britta, who explained guests usually leave their luggage here and just take a small overnight back to the treehouse. We went them to get the feeling that they are leaving one world behind and entering another. Britta led me along a narrow path through a glade of birch trees, explaining as we talked why the couple want to share their passion for this beautiful forest environment with guests. We arrived at the mirror cube, the most striking of the treehouse. It's a glass box perched high in the forest, like an architect magic trick. It almost disappears into the foliage, so sharply are the surrounding trees reflected in it. Inside the mirror cube, like the hotel's other tree houses, facilities are fairly basic, not stretching much beyond an environmentally friendly toilet. Meals and showers are taken at the guest house. Our 10 minutes walk away, still underfloor heating will keep it cozy through winter. Reflective cladding means no one can see in, but you can see out. You have an almost 360-degree view of the surrounding trees. There is even a window in the ceiling to look up into the sky. When I woke the next morning, it was a shock to find a bird seeming to be peering back at me through the glass. It was tempting to spend the day in my own little nest, but I wanted to explore. I went to take a peek at the cabin, a sleek, organically shaped space boat touched down in the tree tops about 50 meters from the mirror cube. Also sleeping too. This one has a huge viewing platform. In summer you can actually sleep out under the open sky, safe from mosquitoes as they don't fly 10 meters up in the air. Just behind it is the four-person bird's nest and the blue cone, scheduled for completion next month. A fifth and final treehouse in the collection, the UFO, opens at the end of October. Later, over breakfast, Ken talked enthusiastically about village walking tours where guests can stop for coffee, cake, and conversation with a local family. Unsurprisingly, given their deeply rooted commitment to the forest, the Lindwalls built the tree hotels sustainably. The mirror cube is even fitted with an infrared film, visible to birds only, that stops them flying into it, and activities such as noisy snowmobile safaris are definitely out. So, will I be visiting again? Absolutely. In section B, there is a question: read text B, A Night Among the Trees. This text we just read was A Night Among the Trees in the insert and answer question number 3. Now, question number 3 has two parts. Option A, Part A says, summarize what would appeal most to guests about a stay at Tree Hotel according to text B. So this is basically summary producing task. You have to write summary of the text. You must use continuous writing. It means don't let it be in bullets or points or note form. Rather, you have to write continuous writing in paragraphs or something like that. Use your own words where appropriate. Avoid copying long sections of the text. Your summary should be no more than 150 words. So keep in your mind all these things. In the beginning, when you are practicing this, make sure that you write this summary on the Microsoft Word file. That will help you to count the words that you have used. There are 10 marks for the content. That is obviously you are getting from the text that you have read, and up to 10 marks for the quality of your writing. That means how do you well organize it and how well is the structure and form of the text that you have used. So okay, let's solve it. Now here is a summary. We have actually tried it using some tools to create, but I will suggest you just to take this question, pause the video and write your own summary, then compare it with the summary that we have produced here. We are showing you. Guests would find the Tree Hotel appealing due to its unique and immersive experience of staying in innovative tree houses situated in a beautiful forest setting. The Tree Hotel offers a back-to-nature retreat where guests can disconnect from daily life and reconnect with nature. The various tree houses, like the Mirror Cube and the Cabin, offer distinctive and fascinating designs with panoramic views of the forest. The environmentally friendly facilities, including underfloor heating and reflective cladding, enhance comfort while ensuring privacy and minimal ecological impact. The opportunity to observe wildlife, enjoy the serene surroundings, and take part in sustainable activities such as village walking tours adds to the allure. The commitment of the owners, Britta and Kent Lindwall, to preserving the forest and sharing their passion for it with guests further enriches the overall experience. In section B of question number 3, imagine you are Ken Lindwall, one of the owners of the hotel. You are being interviewed by a local news program about the effect that hotels are having on the forest environment. So, give your answer to the interviewer's question using information from the text that we have just now read in text B. Keep that in your mind. So, interviewer's question, he asks, some local people think that your tree hotel might have a negative effect on our forest environment. What is your opinion and why? Now, you are candid involved and you have to answer this question. You actually have to defend your tree hotel. And here is the answer. So, interviewers' question. Some local people think, yes, can't answer. I understand the concern, but the Tree Hotel is designed with sustainability at its core. Our goal is to demonstrate the value of preserving the natural forest environment beyond just timber production. We constructed the tree houses using environmentally friendly methods like fitting the mirror cube with infrared film to prevent birds from flying into it. We avoid disruptive activities such as snowmobile safaris to minimize our impact. By offering guests an immersive experience in nature, we foster a deeper appreciation for the forest, encouraging conservation efforts. Additionally, our village walking tours promote local engagement, benefiting the community without harming the